afternoon, good evening, or good
Good
morning.
afternoon. Afternoon.
Good evening in Europe, in Lithuania.
It's
Good
afternoon
evening.
in Puerto Rico, 2 in the afternoon.
Wow, amazing. How are you? Master Sasenka, very happy
Great.
to have you in Phiremoval Worldwided.
Thank you for this invitation again. I'm always happy to be in your company. I'm very honored for that.
Yes, our company always missing you because, we like to talk about you, with you, about essential things, always.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the second time we have Master Sasenka, or the third?
Third, maybe.
Third. I think third. Yeah.
And she always has things to talk. And also, I like to thank to everyone who watch us, because today we will talk about Sasenka Martis, about her personality, and also how she always takes care about Phiremoval Master title. She's a very special person because she's living in Puerto Rico, and she has students from USA and whole world, and also visits always, oftentimes, Mexico. And she has so big experience how to educate our Phiremoval students. But actually, we like to see at first about her pretty video, and you will know more about this beautiful Sasenka Martis.
Yes. Okay, let's start the video.
Hi, my name is Sasenka Martic, and I'm a Phiremoval in the United States.
Actually, Sasenka, maybe you can comment if you don't listen,
I don't know, can the rest of us hear that? No.
I cannot.
I cannot hear also.
Strange thing happened,
Yeah, there is no sound.
There is no sound.
No.
And
I can hear.
Now, yes.
Now you can hear. Maybe I will
Or I need
restart from the beginning.
Yes,
yes, but
I think so.
It's cutting. Even when you can.
Hi, my name is Sasenka Martic, and I'm more in the United States. I live in Puerto Rico, and that is my home, and I really like it because, as you can see, it's really a paradise. I would like to share a little bit with you. I will try to be short about the history of Phiremoval and myself. I'm in permanent makeup since 1995, and as many of us, I'm trying all these years to find a way how to remove some bad work, or maybe something that I have done badly, trying to achieve results or trying to learn something. All this year, I have to be very honest, I have tried everything. And there was always something missing, or the skin I couldn't preserve it, or I need to do many sessions, or each time something is missing, my search has stopped with the Phiremoval class. Then, during the years, it really becomes my passion because, like any other artist, we don't like to be limited. And this is the technique which gives you, because we have several products, gives you more opportunity. You can mix and match. You can do many things. Not to mention that any other non-laser technique didn't give you any even in wildest dreams, any possibility to erase a big tattoo without a big scar. So that's it. I'm in love more and more every day, and I'm very excited and looking forward to the years in front of us to hear more combination and more new products. Not to forget, Ella, thank you, because you are the one who's translating this session the way you teach, and that is also very important. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Sasenka, for beautiful video. Really, you introduced yourself and your choice to choose removal, and just very strong persons will choose really this field because here are so many things to do.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's true. That's true, because it's let's say new field, but it's not new. Since I start to work, I'm searching for something because it's obligatory. It's totally impossible to work micropigmentation if you don't know to do some kind of removal. But what makes me fall in love, as I said in this video, I'm not so sure if everyone can hear what I was telling, because it was kind of breaking.
Yeah, it was possible. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was that part that with Phiremoval you are not limited. There is so wide range of the work that you can done, and it's never boring. You can play with the products once when you superate the technique, of course, not for the beginner, but later when you enter that field, it's so interesting. It is so funny, and for us as artists, we are running from something that limits your mind. So it's crazy funny, I have to say. I love it.
But you work in Puerto Rico, and so you have all Fitzpatrick skin types. That's why you are not bored.
Exactly. And also, let me tell you, it's hard, not even hard, in some sense hard. It is interesting that I can practice on every type of Fitzpatrick. It's also the climate that we are living. It's so sunny, it's very heavy sun, and it's high percentage of humidity. So it's very challenging also for post care. And even with that, because when we superate the technique, adding the new products, mixing, I succeed to find a way to cut the healing period, and it is really minimum, and it cannot affect this outside. Humidity cannot affect very much.
Yes.
It's short time.
So you need to be very strong in all this explanation for your clients, how to take care after this procedure. And I am sure that everything is going on, because never no one complication in our Phi Academy doctors, this fiber group. No one question from you.
Yes, that's true. But I have to admit something. that I'm guilty. And I'm teaching my students the same way. I'm always telling them, when you are explaining the procedure, what is it about, you have to be very professional in details. But when you finish and you explain to your client the post-care, you please be drama queen. Because if you don't represent them the worst possible way, they will not hear you. They will not follow up. And I stick to that because honestly, I don't want to enter some complications. And the only way that your client, even with microblading, with everything, you told her, don't go. And we live on the beach, I see her.
Yes.
Next morning,
Yes.
Instagram, she's on the beach. So, you have to be very dramatic so they understand. Because most of the time, our clients don't understand that this is for their protection. Really, it's not about us as artists. It's about us as a team, artists with clients. It's important.
Sure, you are right. So everything what is written in Craft Master. Half of this Craft Master is about aftercare, about fear removal and healing. And actually, all these masters who takes care, about all the students and explains everything in the right way and makes the points on them. Of course, is going everything well in these countries. I already noticed. And so I'm sure that your students always will be, on the right way.
Thank you. Well, basically, I'm trying, I'm really trying to make them totally independent. You don't know what can happen. They don't have time, or I don't know, in 6 months, they don't have a lectures open, or they have something urgently. I'm really trying to make them totally independent, to show them how to search the things in the Craft Master, to show them that this Craft Master that we have is a very strong tool, because it does not serve you only to pass the levels. You have that advantage that you have a doctor that you can ask in any moment, that you have support from all the masters all around the world if something happened, because as we already know, we are teaching, we are working on clients, we are flying. So, we are multitasking, and sometimes our students need some urgent help. So, and they have it in Craft Master. So I'm trying, to give them more tools as possible, so they can not depend on anyone, not me, not because it's personally of anyone, because they have to be independent in the field and in their profession.
Sasenka, what I'm doing still more, I always ask them, before and after with educations, always to go to our social medias and to follow our best masters. Actually, best masters are very good personalities too, and sometimes they just give advices how we reach this goal, this results, they explain. So we are not alone. Our community is very strong and very friendly, and so we can get also help and advices in some places else also.
Exactly. This is what I'm telling you. Craft Master, Facebook, Instagram. Our students are always supported. Only thing that they are not supported, at least my students, I'm not reading for them. So if they ask me a question which is written in Craft Master, I send them to read lectures again, because that is their part of job.
Exactly.
Because once they find it for themselves, they're going to memorize that. Not because it's hard for me to explain. They have to know that really, and I'm trying to encourage them. Unfortunately, I think that we all have these students that, when I ask them what's going on with your practice, and you have students that, at least I had several of them, said, I'm discouraged. I said, what happened? I don't have any result. This product doesn't serve nothing. I said, okay, because people when they are frustrated, everything else is bad, and I can understand that. And I said, okay, so do you want to tell me that we are faking our results? I said, no, I didn't want to say that.
Whole community faking.
Yeah, I know that she didn't want to say that, but I wanted to make jokes with her just to relax a little bit. I said, no, I didn't say that. So how is that product doesn't serve and we all have results? Doesn't matter which product. And I said, yes, but I have done 2 clients. I said, okay, did you finish eyebrows? Yes. How many levels did you pass? How many times you send your work to the, X? I said, how many times you send me your work to help you? 0, none, never send anything. So probably there is something that you don't do well, but I cannot help you if you are not, what I'm trying to tell. We cannot know if our students have a problem with anything if they don't communicate with us. And that is why they have this craft master. So anything, it's not just a matter they are disappointed or not sure. Anything. We are here to help our students, not to play with them. That's our job, to give our best. So they're gonna have the best results. But without them, that's a teamwork. I cannot know if you don't allow me to help you.
Sasenka, actually we have also old students who worked with the previous Phiremoval product. And they say, okay, I tried new our products, Phiremoval Light, enzyme power, and absolutely it doesn't work. Oh my God, I always why, why you don't contact me and why you don't want to take perfection training? Because everything is going forward always. And if you stay in one place, you never will follow us and never will be with us. So actually, if you made training 3 years before or 4 years before, so everything is changed again and we are in more perfect, level. So you need contact some of our masters
Exactly.
to continue this.
That is, I have given perfection training to several of our colleagues that already took, because it's what I'm trying to explain. Even those who are very skilled and switch to new products, they have results. But I'm always telling them you can have better. You can have even better results because you have to update yourself. So it's the same. I'm always comparing with microblading. Twice in the year, some people who are really in the field, they are taking some perfection. Once in the year, because everything is advanced or new technique or this is the same with our technique. It's normal that you have to take a perfection because things are changing if you want to have a better result. If you are happy to stay in the same place, that's your decision. I have a friend here, and she said, the turtle will stay the turtle. You can tell whatever you want, but she's always the turtle. So you have to have a will to perfection yourself also.
Yes, it is. And so it will be also the next my post in our Phiremoval World community and in World Beauty community, because, this emails affected me a little bit. I need also to explain to people that exactly if we are in the same academy, which always moves forward, each year we have so many developed new techniques, Phiremoval is the one of the most developed technique because each year we get more techniques. Each year we get something new, like new products, new needles, new tools, That's why you need always to be updated. And if you think that you took just one training once 3 years or 5 years before, it means just something, but not everything.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, exactly. And I see that you have increasing amount of students, dear Sasenka. I'm so glad to see this, and I am so proud of you, you know. So where is key of your success?
Well, I cannot say exactly what is the key. I don't know if it's success. How can I tell this? I'm just trying to give my best. And I'm always watching the things I put myself in the shoes of the student. We all have been students in one moment. And I'm always try to listen to them, to give their best, to give that mile more. You know, if someone cannot do something, it's hard for him, it's this or that. I'm trying, okay, let's do this. Let's do one more video call. I'm trying, you know, to reach out. If the student told me I'm confused, I don't know, so I'm telling them, send me a screenshot, send me this, send me that. So I'm trying really to understand the root of the problem. So from that, I'm trying to extract the best and find a way, because each student is different. We are learning in a different way. So you cannot have the same approach with everyone. Okay, just let me reply on this and that's it. No, even the good works. I'm always telling, yes, perfect, you pass the level, but this, if you done this, if you done this, it can be better. So it's not, and even when they finished, I have so many, and other students from all over the world are contacting me for advice, for some. I have no problem with that. I'm trying to find the time, you know, for everything. I think that is the key. You have to understand that, yes, it's true, and I'm sure your husband saying the same, my husband saying the same. We don't have our life because we live on Craftmaster, and we are flying, teaching, also have our clients. We are in our studios, so we are really saturated. But I'm really, really trying to find the time to, you know, to separate extra time for someone who really need it. Because I have seen so many times, you know, the students, even when I was traveling with Branko and organizing and everything, you know, sometimes the words that you say to the student can ruin him. You don't know in which stage is this person, why they came, why they took your class. Maybe they are passing very bad period, and if you discourage them in the rough way, or, you know, they're gonna be back in the stage they have been before, and they trust you. You know, when someone take a course with you, they trust you. There is so many masters around, so why with me? I have to be.
I remember. I'm sorry that I interrupt you, but I remember, you know, you told, you know, I will start slowly, maybe with 1 or 2 students, but I will start and I will continue and slow. But you said that you will be, you know, like that, you will be patient. And so you will be continuously working with hard work to be a master, because you have, you know, many masters already, you know, around you in your country also. So it's to be always on the top is not easy, actually. And you started to be already on the top, I see, because, you know, increasing, you know, students amount also shows that you are working on the right way. You choose the best way, you know, to attract students and also to support them. And that's great to see.
Well, I don't know if it is the best way, but it's my maximum, I can assure you. So I'm well, and on the other side, you know, I'm many years in academy, and that gives me, I have to say, some experience in the besides the desire to teach. They give me some experience that I can recognize the students when they sit in the class or how they contact me. I have a different approach. The experience is also important. Of course, we are building ourselves step by step. We've been talking about this today. I'm in the world in my 2 techniques that I'm teaching, 3rd or 4th. I'm not so sure. But that's today. Tomorrow that can be changed. That doesn't mean that I'm the best. There is always, or the best way.
Okay, so I will, finish with topic. We speak about to be on the top. It's never always is the same to be on the top. Always will be a little bit, waves like that. But students, they always they feel whom to choose because some experience is going like that. Some students, they also have some communities and they discuss about masters for sure, So that's why if we give our heart, our time, we give also feedback always.
Well, I think it's important that someone, what we are doing as a master is the same as an artist. You do it with a passion or you don't do it. Because if you do it just as a job, you will have results, but I'm not so sure which kind of result this is going to be. And if you are focused on the quality, if you have this desire to produce a good artist, that is going to drive you. We are not, yes, we have top list, but we are not working for, I'm sure that when you enter your studio, you don't see in front of you a bill of $500, $300. You see the person and you are trying to give your best. Because we are artists. In our soul, we are artists. So we are, you try to deliver. You're not thinking about the money. You are not working. Your aim is not to earn the money. Your aim exactly the love to teach, to produce, and then the rest comes after that.
Exactly. And my last question, because I will give now possibility to talk Hajar to you. My last question, but not last question in this evening, I want to talk a little bit about your husband. Does he has enough attention from you? Because I listened some noise, during this live stream. So he's maybe somewhere not so far away from screen.
He's cooking.
Super. Maybe we can see him.
Well, I can ask him if he wants to appear.
It would be great. Oh my God. I just want to say some greetings, to him because he has so wonderful wife and so wonderful person.
Well, I have to tell you that I have a wonderful husband. And it is, I'm so grateful to have him because he is giving me not 100, 300% support. When I have lives, as I have it today, I prefer to do it from home because if I'm in studio, someone is entering, exiting, they are interrupting me and it will be a mess. So now he's hungry, he cannot wait, so he is cooking for me and him. But
amazing, like my Joseph, he's cooking too. Oh my God, we have so beautiful husbands.
But let me tell you, I'm also joking with him. Because I know that you know that he's a professor and the writer. He won several national prizes. So every artist, basically, when you create, you prefer to be alone. So I told him, you have all your time to write. I'm not bothering you. You can produce more because I'm
has good possibilities to create.
So we are joking about that, and he often told me, you have no life, but he is used to that. And to be honest, it's very important to have a support. It's very important. Unfortunately, he cannot travel with me because he has his student on the university. He is teaching Spanish literature, and he has his editorial house. So he by himself has a lot of obligations. So it's totally impossible to adjust with me. But sometimes he succeeds to travel with me, and I understand. You know how is our life. We are lending, teaching, and go. So for him, it's boring. What he's gonna do with me? You know. Sometimes if we are, and I hope that day is going to come, that we're gonna teach together. I would love to do that. So when Joseph is coming with you, they can go together, you know.
Yes,
They
it can happen.
work.
Yes,
Yeah,
if we will organize.
Yes, that will be nice. I will ask him if he can. Carlos, he don't hear. He is cooking, so he cannot hear. He closed the door. Sorry.
No problems. Yeah.
Maybe
So
he will
Hajar-
appear until the
Yes,
end.
but if we'll have this moment, you know, and possibility to see him and to say something nice, you know, we would be okay.
Thank you.
Hajar, it's your time. Sorry, I was talking too much, you know. I was missing Sasenka a lot of time, you know, so that's why I was
seen a lot.
It was so nice to hear you both talking, and it's very interesting. Question you gave to Master Sasenka. I have, for me, a very important question is, have you done any Zoom online training? Phiremoval?
No, I did not until now, but I have one program on 5th of January. And thank you for this question, because this is going to be first time on Serbian and Croatian. And I translate the craft master, the full craft master, I translate it on Serbian and Croatian. So not only that they're gonna have their masters speaking their language, they also have a craft master in their language. That is going to be my first experience, and I'm looking forward, because you know I don't live in my country and I'm missing the, so to teach in your language is a different feeling, I assume.
Maybe Grandmaster Ella can give us just a very short introduction about the Zoom training for Phiremoval online.
Okay, you know, my experience, I had just 2 Zoom trainings, but as I saw, you know, it's impossible to organize practicing on models, because actually you need more time, and you need to think about time. For example, I had, you know, students from USA. Of course, we have different 7 hours, you know.
Yeah.
So what we can do, we started late evening in Europe, you know, we just wake up, you know, and actually we spent hours when we are looking and watching my some videos, how I perform procedures. I explain each step. After that, I got possibility to introduce my presentation. Also, there are so concentrated information just to enjoy Phiremoval first time. And we decided that we will take a record of videos of their first procedure and they will send to me. And after that, I will comment everything. Because if you have several students, you know, in the Zoom, it's impossible to have good quality of video, you know, shooting. They need to have, you know, cameraman or someone who is taking very good quality of his shooting. So if you don't have this, you cannot comment, you cannot, you know, to say something, just maybe some general. So why to make this bordel in your Zoom if you can step by step follow them and support them? at first we need to see how you perform these procedures, and later, of course, you know, you will comment their videos, their first procedure.
Grandmaster Ella, how is the training going on? I mean, how many hours a day? Is there any like a lunch break you give them, or like you give them sometimes?
Okay.
Leave the Zoom and come back.
I understood you. It depends on you.
And one more question. Is there any exercise they do, and you see them how they manipulate the tool?
Yes, exactly. So the first question, how many hours? So actually, in between 3 or 4 hours, yeah. In this time, we are making small break, coffee break, or just for cigarette break. But I also included some 2 short funny videos, because if you are in the screen, with all this your great information, hello Carlos.
Hi.
So of course you need to have some breaks in the mind. You cannot 4 hours always to get just very serious information. You need always to separate in small periods, and you will be accepted. So we see beautiful person and husband of Sasenka Martis. Congratulations, Carlos. Nice to see you here in the screen. And we want to say some nice things, to you, because Sasenka said that you support her 300%. And that's why we have in Phi Academy so beautiful and so smart, intelligent master. Thank you, because you are family.
Well, for me, it's a pleasure to be here. I was cooking Chinese rice.
Super.
And I interrupted because when she's working, I am cooking.
So what you are cooking today?
Chinese rice.
Oh.
Pacific rice. I like to mix things with mint and coconut and different things.
This is like soup?
No, rice.
Rice.
Chinese.
Okay.
It's kind of a Chinese rice. So she's working, I am cooking. She is a professional. She loves to do what she do, and she really put all the soul there, soul, energy, animus. She put everything there, and when you do that, normally things comes out good. You have to put passion in whatever you do, but passion is not enough. You have to mix passion with work, a lot of work, a lot of practice, a lot of work. So passion and work make miracles, but you cannot have only one of those. And I think that she makes these 2 things very well. She makes passion, that she took it from her Serbian heritage, her Croatian heritage, and the work, which she took it from her parents, because her parents were very, very hard work. And I fall in love with her, among other things, because of this mix.
Super beautiful words.
Okay.
Wow.
Beautiful words, and I see that you are proud of her, and you really love her.
I am very proud of her, and I think that was a good thing, very good thing that she found Phi Academy, but also it's a very good thing that Phi Academy found her.
Oh,
yes.
It's good for Phi Academy to have an ambassador like her. Yeah.
She's a rock.
She's a very good ambassador. She's one of the very tough defender of Phi Academy in the world, and I hear that and see that. And she always talk miracle about you, Ella. Ella is my master, she said, and she's my goal.
much.
So
Thank you.
I have to go because my Chinese rice is going to burn. Love you. Take care. And thank you for having this humble poet here. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye
Namaste.
bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You see, when your husband is a writer, I have to reconsider to give him a position of my PR.
Sasenka,
Super to see Phi families. You know, Phi families really are very, very special.
Yes, we are not normal people and we are not normal families. Full stop. That's true.
Sasenka, you have a wonderful husband.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm very, very happy. I'm very happy and I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Sasenka, to finalize, our this beautiful moment, tell me a little bit more about your husband. Everyone needs to know.
Well, as I already told you, he is someone who gives me support, but he also has his passions. He is regular professor on the University of Puerto Rico. He's teaching Spanish literature, but he has his editorial house for this year it's 26, honey, 26 years. And it's very important because he is publishing only unpublished writers. Of course, during these years, most of them became very famous. That is why his publishing house named Isla Negra as homage to Pablo Neruda. That is his favorite poet.
Yes.
And we've been visiting Neruda's.
Yes.
So he is very important for South America because he also published the books only Spanish, on Spanish language. So it's important to introduce those people who are not well known. Besides that, he won 6 national prizes of poetry. And he is also the editor of 2 magazines of university. One is General of the whole university, which has, as far as I know, like 10 campus, and one which is separately is only Spanish department. So her hands are full of job. And we have this connection because of this artist side that we both have. And teaching also, professor. I'm not a professor, but I'm also teaching, so we can understand each other. This passion and this drive that we have.
He came to our live stream, like as professor. He said what he wanted to say, and he disappeared.
Exactly, because he was afraid of the lunch is going to burn.
He takes control of all.
Yes, and he liked to do that,
Amazing, dear. But now maybe it's time to speak about you as a master and to see your students' works.
Oh, can I say just a word before that?
Yes.
If it's possible. Everyone knows that, but I will say it once again. I'm so proud of my student. That's my greatest joy to put the work of my student, because I want to show everyone what we are doing. I want to show everyone that it doesn't matter if you just start, you will have results. That is very important, for the students as they are, but also for our technique, because we hear so many horrible stories about fear removal. You already know that, people are using many situations. Yeah, here we go again. Yeah, I see you. But students don't know that, So I think that those photos means very much even for the technique, but most of all my students, because, I just fall in love. I see this work and I fall in love. I have to put them. So let's see.
Let's see. Hajar?
Okay.
You can comment each, if you want. We can stop,
All of them, literally all of them in just one session. All of them. And all of them are only students on a first level, second level, or it's very, very, very fresh in the field. And you can see the results. I can give you, like, I don't know, many, many more examples on the big tattoos also, not just these small ones. Why I'm trying to show this is not because only of the work, as it is in result. It is obvious in each of them that damage is that skin is in perfect condition. There is no damage because there is a certain amount of fear, because it's kind of unknown field. Let's say that, put it that way, for the students, and they are afraid because they have seen many bad works. The lips also, look at this.
This one, amazing. Yeah.
Fitzpatrick scale, the highest one. You know what we are talking about? No scars, nothing. And also, a student, I have to tell you that I'm happy that students recognize some things. For example, they are not focused on just on, look at this, only 16 days, it's not healed, and what result they have. They're not focused only on the result, because, for example, I think recently I put it on my Instagram. There is a photo of large scale tattoo. It's a butterfly around on the stomach area. So if you put it larger, you will see the difference in the skin around. It's not just the skin, just the tattoo that you are doing. Is the skin around looks much better. And that is also that you can see in the photos of the students. Look at this, red, just go. This is student with enzyme. Level, second level. This is second level. So even the person who are entering with the scarring on their eyebrows, they are living without it after the fear removal, because it helps to recuperate the skin, to restore the integrity of the skin. And I'm happy that here's the work.
Yeah.
Here's the work. If someone closely look to the bottom, in the middle, it will see the difference in the structure of the skin. And that is the part which is around. The student did not touch that part with the product.
Amazing.
So
yeah.
that tells us a lot. If some student who has no certificate yet can have this result after one session, of course, there's a lot of things which influence. This is also one session. This is the first level of my student. She's now an artist, but it's the first time that she ever touched something with fear removal.
It needs to be for her just a miracle, If you're making first your work and it's like that, oh my gosh, you can be in love for all of your life,
Yes, this is what I'm trying to put more and more photos of my students, because it's important for the students and for the artists to understand that you can achieve your goals. There's no need to be afraid, because there is nothing bad. On contrary, you have so many good secondary effects of fear removal that it is a miracle. For me, this is the reason why I'm so in love with this technique.
Yeah, it's amazing, you know. And I like to ask you one thing, you know. How do you see our future, Phiremoval future in your countries, you know, in USA, for example, and with your students? Because, yeah, sometimes we have different tendencies, you know, in different areas.
Well, I see it rising, and I will tell you why. Because I'm facing every day more and more demand of the service, because the clients become aware of the consequences if you put more and more pigment in your skin. They are aware they cannot change the technique. Because all of them 1 year ago truly believe that it doesn't matter. They can go infinitely to retouch. They can go infinitely to correction. They can put them microblading over the whole. They truly believe that. But now they realize when they spend more and more and more money and they are not happy with the results, they start to search for the solutions. So as the demand for the service is rising, the same way artist is going to search for it. That is the one reason. And the second reason, that more and more PMU artists taking serious educations, and they more and more have knowledge about what is going on with the pigment, by migrations, diseases, so developing, and they are aware that they cannot be in this field if they don't know how to do removal.
Yes, I think so. We did a great job, you know, because we explained this already about 4 years for each who is always introduction, you know, with pigment into the skin. But also, you know, I think so that our works, they show very high quality of this non-laser removal. And we have, you know, so many, I cannot say competitors. We are colleagues with different, you know, companies, because we are doing the same job.
Yeah.
But we have systemized method, you know, we have this absolutely great craft master, which will be again improved 1 time more very soon. And I work on this. And so we have all our masters, you know, as artists, we have all this possibility to grow together with us. And, you know, I also work in Europe, and I work in my small country. And many artists, they tried other methods too. But actually, when we notice that fear removal works much more safety and better, of course, more and more artists coming to in our country to this field. And I have already requests for next year, because we have very horrible COVID situation at the moment, you know, so it's impossible. We have so many cases in our small country that is impossible. But what I want to say, you know, we have really a great future, because I have also individual trainings planned in the next year, and someone will visit my country, my small country, and they will have this fear removal training. But, you know, actually, we have Hajar Bukra, and she is in Tunisia, is the North Africa. She is ambassador of fear removal, and she is working also to promote this technique in her country and in whole Africa. Hajar, what imagination you have in your continent about fear removal?
Well, in our continent, there is many huge problems of bad PMU done. and there are so many people seeking, these treatments. And every day we have calls, we have messages on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, people asking about this technique. Not only in Tunis, but in some other countries in North Africa, like Algeria, Libya, and Morocco, for instance. My vision is this technique and this product will make like a big boom in this market. After COVID, there will be a lot of people doing this procedure, and there are so many who wants to learn it as well. Phiremoval, it was not known in the beginning because it was the community was very small. As I am the first Phiremoval artist in the whole African continent in 2017. There were no one else doing this technique except me, and also the first royal artist in the whole African continent. So many people asking, for this procedure. I have only two hands, so we need to have many other people doing this procedure. Grandmaster Ella visited us in 2019, and she did a training. Was it 18? 18.
18, yeah.
2018. Yeah. And we have, I don't know if all of them, there are 5 artists in Tunis. We have 5 Phiremoval
I
artists.
think so, yes, 5. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is 5 Phiremoval artists. One is in the south of the country, one is in the north of the country, and the 3 other, they are in the central of capital of Tunis. We hope that in the near future there will be more. There are so many new people interested. They want Grandmaster Ella to visit again. They want to learn from Grandmaster Ella. I don't know if her schedule will be available to come again to Tunis. I have even students for Grandmaster Ella from Libya. They say that they want to learn from that blonde lady.
Hajar, we always will find the time, for all your beautiful students. I still remember all of them. I don't know why, but they are very impressive. And actually, we are struggling to finish all this craft master. So everything I remember.
Yeah.
Can I add something? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, because this is gonna skip my mind, because when you've been talking higher ahora now, and you mentioned also that, I have to tell, there is one more. It's funny, but there is one very important indicator that we are very strong. Copies.
Yeah.
When people stealing your work and put as their work, you know you are good. When people try to copy, you know you are good. when they are doing different things and claiming they are doing fear removal, as they claiming they are fear academy, you know you are good. So
yeah, but
we are most copied, method. We are most copied method. Yes,
so that tells you something,
Yeah.
that tells us something.
And people copy only the people who are on the top. They don't copy people who are on the floor.
So what is the situation in Tunisia in this topic? We are smiling about that because basically that's the indicator that we are good, but that has another side of the medal. So
the situation in Phiremoval field.
Yeah. In that copy that people doing using other
No,
products,
no,
claiming, offering services.
we don't have this into us. We
No,
don't have. No,
thanks God. Thanks
no.
God.
People, they respect, the quality of other brand. There is no competition whatsoever. If someone else is using another product that they bought, without any training, they say, I have this product, but I am not trained. But now many people, as I said, I'm receiving many messages from people, the neighbor of our country, like Libya and Algeria, and they are seeking, to learn, but they want Grandmaster Ella to teach them. They are asking me, when is she coming back? Is there any plan? Um, and now everything is stable because of the COVID-19. But I'm sure that Grandmaster Ella will plan to come back to Tunis
Yeah,
for
for
this.
sure.
There are so many of them, especially after they are watching our constant Phiremoval Worldwide live streaming, and now they understand more, especially when our guests they show the work of their student. So we have more and more people asking about learning. But as I said to you, they are asking for Grandmaster Ella.
That's
My
perfect because Haya, it's important that you told me mention that. Ella, I can tell you one very important thing. Like 60% of the students, which is very high, get surprised when they start with the class of fear removal, because what they have in their perception of fear removal is only one thing: removing eyebrows, nothing else.
Yeah.
So when they enter and they see they can remove completely eyebrows, eyeliner, lips, areolas, scalp micropigmentation, they can what there's no other technique that they can erase migration. You can erase partially. You can convert the cold color to warm. You can light a color if you made mistake, use darker color. You can. There's no need to erase it. You just make it one tone lighter. There is so
Yeah.
many services, and most of the students who took the class don't know that. Not to talk about tattoos, big tattoos. They don't have that information, and it's very important higher that you mentioned that, and it's important that we talk about that.
Yeah, thanks to
And
the
also about this, exactly. And we also need to talk, sorry to tell you, everything is nice, is beautiful, but there is another side of the medal. As we said, this copies, this, what amazed me? We cannot expect this is a big world that everyone is absolutely professional, and playing according the rules. But what amazed me definitely, that as I mentioned before, people who are doing services and claim they are doing that with fear removal, or showing their works with other products, claiming, or whatsoever, or put the craft master and claim that they are master of fibrows and they have no idea what they are talking about. In these days, when we have an internet and everyone can see, it is so obvious that that is not a fee removal, that this person is not a master of free browse, that it's not a part of your account. How they dare? That's the only thing that amazed me. That what I'm trying to tell, and I'm explaining that to my students. Okay, you want to take a class cheaper, because we all know that there is a people who find a way to give a class of fear removal. Explain me how you're gonna buy, how you're gonna continue with your work, how you're gonna buy a product. You have to have a certificate. Okay, you will buy from the same person that gave you class, once when we catch this person is going to lose all her titles. She cannot buy nothing. And what you gonna do? So
Yeah.
that amazed me. And everyone has to hear that, because people call me and crying. They have been tricked. They have been this. They cannot now buy products or whatsoever. It's important to be well informed. Search very well. Be sure that some master is really master of PhiBrowse or Academy. Doesn't matter which technique it is. Is the copy paste for every technique. We are very specific because our products you cannot buy without certificate. So don't put yourself in the position that you have to stop and spend more money, because at the end of the day, you have to take a class with any of our masters.
That's
I
true.
know.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry to spoil this wonderful moment, but there is also, this ugly side of the job, that it's important to protect our students, to tell them don't go over that, because at the end you will finish paying more.
That's true. Yeah, it's good that you mention everything. We can all these side effects of these old clinics.
Yeah, but it's not only us. We are just specific in that sense. So in general, they have to search a little bit deeper, not to enter the problem. That someone claimed that they are fee master doesn't mean they really are. We have a fee map. You can enter a website, you can write to Academy to check everything, if it's really the truth or not. If you search for the clients, if you search the services, go to the map, ask to see a certificate. It's important.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. Thank you.
Okay, my husband also moved.
Yeah.
Because we are a little bit too late, we are a little bit,
yes,
too
true.
long, but we are always, around us, turning out.
Yeah, it's already 1 hour, 7 minutes past 1 hour.
Yeah.
8 minutes past 1 hour.
I think so that we always have very great time with you, Sasenka, and you always have something to tell us. And, step by step, we are going very close to our conference. Doesn't matter. We don't have today the right day, but we are going closer and closer. So we will prepare also with you other live streams, be sure. And it will be also, we will find many interesting topics to talk. And we'd like to thank you that you attend today and you spend great time with us. And Hajar.
Thank you so much
it
for
was
your
very
invitation.
nice.
I'm really, really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm very honored that you always invite me in this. And we really have great talks each time. And it's
really
also because of you. You are pointing the good, the very important things.
Yeah, and we are
I
very
know
happy.
that, with Chinese noodles are waiting for you.
Rice, it's rice.
I love Chinese rice. You have to send us how to cook it, the ingredients and the recipe.
Well, you have to make another life with my husband. He can explain you everything. I have no idea how he's preparing that, to be honest, but it's delicious. I have to say. That I know. He is the master. In that field, he is the master.
Bon appetit, Master Sasenka. Enjoy your rice, your Chinese rice.
Yeah, I would be so happy if I can invite you one day to join us here, to try it. That will be the joyful moment.
Just to have idea and everything you can realize,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we can all make life from here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Top. That will be top. That will be really top. Yeah, just focus on it and it will happen.
Yes. We need to,
Yeah.
send our energy in
Yes,
that.
yes.
Okay, I agree.
Send the vibration to Puerto Rico.
Yes, higher. Are you gonna come?
Yes.
Okay. Because first time I have been already.
Seeing vision, that we are with you sitting, eating Chinese rice and talking.
Yes, because each of our countries, as any country in the world, are beautiful. First time when I have been in Tunisia was like 2008, I think, or 2007. And I fall in love. I like Tunisia. I have been in Hammamet several times.
Then you have to come. You come with Grandmaster Ella. Grandmaster Ella and Joseph, they came to Tunis.
Yes.
Great,
It's
great
beautiful.
time.
Yeah.
So you are invited to Tunis, Master Sasenka. You are most welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you here, of course. So now we have a new project called Friendship, which is about all of those projects.
Yes. Sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Namaste.
Namaste. Okay, thank you so much, Master Sasenka. We can now leave you to go to have your lunch. Until we meet again soon. Grandmaster Ella will tell us when it is next live stream with you. Thank you so much for being with us. And
thank
see you
you,
soon.
ladies.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So let's talk about next live stream, right?
Yes.
You are laughing and I'm laughing too, because it will be live stream with you, dear Hajar.
Oh, I'll be the guest.
Next one, you will be my guest.
Oh my
God. Do you agree?
Yes,
next week, you need to choose your best day, in next week. And so just to be prepared, because, many people will ask you as they are asking me.
I will bring Master Sasenka to help me.
You can bring all masters to help you.
I hide. No, I want Master Sasenka. If there is a question, I will hide and she will answer in my place.
Yes. So are you ready for this challenger?
Yes, I am ready. Indeed. Which day?
Just choose. Maybe it can be also on Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. We will prepare flyer. We will prepare some videos about you, and so show will be there.
Wow. I will prepare a nice video.
So many people will like to know more about you. Be sure. So you will see how many questions you will have.
Really? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so scared. I will bring Master Sasenka. I'm sorry. She will be with me to help me.
Yes.
Okay, Grandmaster Ella. Next Wednesday, I'll be ready. I promise you.
Okay,
I will
perfect.
All the questions.
Okay. So thank you very much for this beautiful conversation, and thank you very much to everyone who watch us always, so be sure that every time you will get something else, and you will get maybe, answers to your questions. But Hajar Bukra, it will be the great guest in our live stream. Be prepared.
Thank you so much, my sweetheart. Okay, don't go away, Master Ella. Don't go.
Okay.
Bye-bye, everybody. Until we meet again next Wednesday, and I am going to be the guest. Just send all your questions to Grandmaster Ella, and see you soon.